What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome to Because Reasons, the show where I play what I feel like, when I feel like, and this is Atelier Sophie, the alchemist of the mysterious book. This is the last video of 2016, and I'm going to sit back here and relax for a little bit with this Japanese RPG from Gust, who are pretty hardcore on putting these out just about every year. And one of the reasons that I like them so much is because they're not like a usual JRPG where it's, oh, you're the chosen one, it's the end of the world, and, you know, you must save the world from the evil whatever. This game in particular, you're a girl who took over this alchemist shop after your grandma died, and you found this book, and this book is a magic book that can talk. The book has amnesia, and you're trying to find why this talking book has amnesia. The audio is in both Japanese and English. You have the choice to, you know, change between the two, which I always appreciate. And yeah, it's just a very... The earlier games are perhaps less relaxing because there's a constant time thing where, okay, you have X amount of time to get these things accomplished. And this game has done away with that time mechanic, but it is very much about the character interactions in all of the people that you're friends with and acquaintances and, you know, that kind of stuff. So you go out and you gather materials, then you bring them back to your atelier, and then you construct different things, which we'll get into here as soon as we get past this cutscene. So I'm about an hour and a half in. These are characters I have not obviously met yet because they have question marks, and I'm hanging out with a flying book, so, you know, that's a little bit sketchy. Just a little bit sketchy. Yes, I'm an alchemist. Made it myself. Don't worry about it. That's how things work in this world, right? And there we go. An introduction to some new characters who are wearing some fancy-ass weird clothes, and they're researching some alchemy. So I'm sure I shall meet them again and again and again. It's a video game. And the book has an attitude, because I called it a weird flying book, so, you know, these things happen. But yes, generally, what you do here is you hit the L1 button. Got a town map, different individuals in town to discuss things with, buy supplies, etc., etc. You head to the world map, where you can go to different areas to gather materials, and they're just kind of unlocking some more of them here. But everything you do in this game takes time. You see in the upper left-hand corner, there is time. So we're just going to head back to the very first one here, which is Pilgrim Road, and we will get into the gathering and the RPG part of this RPG. So, you know, you're on here, you're in an area, you have an attack, and it is a turn-based type battle system. Not super... It's not super complex, but it does the job. You choose your turns, and then you watch it play out as such. But again, this is super early on, so I'm like an hour and a half in here, so still pretty low. You might notice that the game, the characters are the best looking thing in this game. The environments, not so much, because usually these games are on multiple systems, most notably the Vita. So you'll get a PS4 version and a PS3 version and a Vita version, and so it's built to scale across those platforms. Although usually the Vita version doesn't get released here until much later, and then only digitally, or something like that. It's a weird way that they have these games get released, but they've been doing them pretty much every year for a while. I have 6 of them on the PS3, which is a lot for any one series on any one console. And generally, they're pretty iterative, so, you know, you'll kind of have new features introduced that, you know, are quality of life things that they'll kind of carry over into games in the future. What happens is the way that it worked on the PS3 is that there were 6 games and they were split up into 2 trilogies. So you would have these characters that would kind of, you know, be in this game, and then the one after that, and the one after that. And then, you know, after those 3 games, and they would start a new trilogy with like a new lead artist and go from there. But I've also not finished like a lot of those games because I keep buying them. I just don't have time to play them, and I wish I did, because I really like Japanese RPGs, and these ones are not super long, you know, 20, 30 hours, which is why they, you know, are pretty much out every year, and that they're iterating on, you know, the same engine, more or less. So yes, you will go out here and gather things, and then you will head out of this area here, like so. Time will pass, so obviously you can gather different things at different times of day, and then we'll head back into town here, because I want to get back into the town stuff for a second. So yes, you'll send your items into the container, all of them, yep. And so you have obviously a set limit there in your container, and then you'll head over to your Atelier here, and you have different things that you can make in your Atelier. So we're gonna make, we'll make some medicine here, right? So this game, the way that they have this thing structured, right, is you choose your ingredients, and I have plenty of ingredients. We'll choose some kitchen milk, a high purity. And once you get that, you get this little grid thing. Now, I'm pretty sure this grid thing is new. And so with the grid here, if you look next to the name, you've got basically different Tetris blocks. And the goal here is to fill up as much of this grid as you can without overlapping, and that will unlock more things for you, etc., etc. So I'm not going to quite get what I want here, because it's going to do that, and it's going to not be, you know, all the way. But if you do it right, you can kind of have that mostly filled up, and it'll be pretty cool. And that will affect the quality of the items that you are crafting. Quality ends up being a big thing, you know, later on. So, but that will eventually increase my alchemy level here, and I'm too low. So, unfortunately, making that bomb is, well, one, I need more materials, but two, the item quality will decrease. So, basically, you get different events when you do stuff in the game to reveal the memories of this book who has amnesia. And what you can do here is you can pull up this right here, and so when you craft this thing here, you will unlock another block here to unlock more of the book's memories. And as you can see, I've only done the first one so far, so that is kind of where I'm at on that. But also, you unlock more stuff by doing events and by doing requests and rumors. So we're going to get into that here. It is now nighttime, but I can still head over to the street and into the cafe. And this dude is usually in the cafe all the damn time. And he gives you your requests and your rumors. So, this is how the mission stuff plays out in this game. Yeah, it's late. Fuck it. Who cares? Alcohol. Yeah, let's fucking get lit. Let's do it. I'm underage. That's okay. Let's fucking do this shit. And yeah, so you get a lot of different character interactions and whatnot. And that's kind of the core of why these games are appealing, is that they build interesting characters over the course of, you know, the 20 or 30 hours that you're going to play in the game. But yeah, so we got some requests here. So, this one I can report because I have 14, he wants 10. So I can immediately just say, hey, here you go. Just check all these boxes on these unis, and I'm pretty good on that. So I get paid, and then I back out, and then the bar there, 2 next memory, fills up a little bit more with that stuff. But if you want to pass time further, you can totally go into your bed at the house and sleep, and that passes time. You can also kind of just, you know, have more events trigger and talk to these folks more. I can't recall if these games are still doing the multiple ending thing. I know they used to. But again, it's been a while since I actually finished one. So that's been a little bit, but I still enjoy them. They're still just relaxing role-playing games. Not everything needs to be big and bombastic and ridiculous when it comes to video games. Although, obviously, I'd prefer this game, like, the world here is so freaking flat, like, I'd prefer it to look better. But other than that, like, I don't really have that many complaints. So, obviously, I have not played more than an hour and a half here, but it seems pretty much like all the other ones that I've actually had time to get into and play and whatnot. And generally, they are of a certain quality where I find them to be enjoyable. So, that being said, who is here? Oh, right. My party compatriots that helped me in combat are hanging out to go talk to my talking book and whatnot. So apparently my next goal, or perhaps the overarching goal of the game, is to find the Cauldron of Knowledge, which will help me obviously do better stuff here at the Atelier itself. But what I wanted to do here is make this damn bomb. I just need more materials. So what am I missing here? I got some of this. I got some powder. Alright, so what? Paper. I need paper. So the question is, does anyone in town have paper? So let's head into town here. Usually you can buy stuff from Pamela in the church. So let's head into the church and talk to Pamela. She's in a lot of these games. Even the ones that aren't Atelier games, which is weird. She was in Monachemia and whatnot, where she was a ghost lady. So basically I can donate to Pamela, and that will get me stuff from this thing here. I'm not sure if... None of these seem to be paper, so that's not really going to help me. I wonder if there's anyone in town who will sell me that paper. Alright, I'm here in the bookstore. You would think, in the bookstore, you can buy some paper. Let's buy this magic page here. Let's get this magic page. Paper scrap, yes. Give me paper scrap. That could come in handy. Thanks, book lady. Back to the Atelier. So, in the older games, there was no real fast travel option. You had to pretty much go from area to area to area, and it fucking took forever. So, I don't have a neutralizer now. God damn it. So, what would a neutralizer be? Let's check the clock shop. Perhaps the clock shop will have a neutralizer for us. I don't fucking know. This dude is making a gun. That is some fucking straight gangster shit right there. Didn't know what guns were. Now he's fucking making one. Why not? Continuing to hit hella cutscenes as I'm trying to just find some freaking neutralizer. Logie, yeah, so Logie was from one of the previous games. Perhaps this Zeph-Loa oil would be a neutralizer. I don't know. We'll find out. Nope, no matter what I bought, I still don't have a damn neutralizer. What the fuck? Well, I think you get the idea. It is mostly scrounging for items and crafting things and having enjoyable character interactions here in Atelier Sophie. It is a series of games that I regularly enjoy. I just never have enough time to play through all the ones because they come out pretty damn often. Anyway, end of the year, 2016. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. And I'll see you next time, right here on this channel. And I'm out.